the.
And welcome to the We Like Sportz show. I'm your host, Ed in Columbus, with my cast of characters, and they are a fun bunch. CJ in Cleveland, Casey in Orlando, and what is? Hold on, guys. What is this? What is this? Who's this guy again? Jay coming back from Houston. What do you got? You got something to say, Jay? I got a feeling this isn't going to go good for us Browns fans, but you know what? You won the game fair and square. So, and the floor is yours, my guy. Jay, what do you got to say?
The only thing that I have to say regarding that game is, and as y'all as my witnesses, okay, I had a close game. I had a close Texans win. I didn't expect that, but I will say this to everybody out there that thought it was going to be the exact same result. If you pick Cleveland to win, that's fine. I got no problem with that, okay? But if you think that it was going to be the exact same result, even though last time we were missing 3 key players, including C.J. Stroud, that was just utterly foolish. That was just utterly foolish on your part, and you should probably put yourself in timeout.
Well, we are putting ourselves in timeout, and obviously the Browns will have to put themselves in timeout as their season ended in Houston. And I would agree with you, Jay. I would agree with you that if anybody was going to say that the Browns would have won 45-14, I would have thought you're just as crazy as the other score. We saw what happened the first time, 36-22, but that was a whole different cast of characters playing quarterback for you. And I just want to say this, Jay. I thought you took it you were very nice to us, I should say, with that. I hope you have the floor to say anything more harsh, because you know what, we're fans and I love that. But I want to kiss your ass a little bit and kiss the Houston Texans ass a little bit and say this, Jay. I am enamored by your QB1 CJ Stroud. I am a Buckeye alum, so I mean there are some ties. And so people call me a homer honking shill. Yes, I am. But here's the thing: I knew the difference would be if we don't get to CJ Stroud, it's going to be a long day, because as great as the Browns' #1 ranked defense was, It never traveled this year, as they gave up over 30 points a game. And I thought having a sniper back there, as you know, you're a sniper yourself, as according to your mental sniper. So you know what a sniper is all about. CJ Stroud, I definitely classify him as a sniper. And he did that this past weekend against us. And I thought, it's just like when we played the Jets and Flacco tore up the #2 ranked. The Jets were #2 ranked pass defense in the NFL. You know what those rankings prove? It proves that it doesn't really matter. You need to get pressure on the quarterback. It doesn't really matter. And when you got a great elite quarterback that you're going against, doesn't matter what your rankings are, you're going to struggle just as bad as a bad team. And that's what happened in Houston. And congratulations to the Houston Texans as they move on. But you know what, Jay? I say this. Even though you beat our team, just like in 1980 when we lost to Oakland in a game with cardiac kids, in a game that we should have won. We should have beat Oakland as well. Oakland went on to win the Super Bowl this year. And I'm not saying, hey, if you guys go win the Super Bowl, I'm going to, have a party. But you know what? I'll definitely toast one for CJ Stroud. So, congratulations and good luck to my friend.
Fair enough. Hey, I definitely appreciate it. And I will also say this much. Last time, because you bring up the pass rush, and you are 1,000% correct. Because what did I say last time I was on the show? I said one of the reasons why y'all destroyed us last game was because we got no pressure on Flacco. He stood like a statue in that pocket and played pitch and catch to Amari Cooper all day long. This time around, 4 sacks on him, and he was pressured way more than he was last time. Makes a hell of a difference when Jonathan Grenard's playing, when Will Anderson Jr. is playing, So, I mean, that's just that, And like I said, because we gave our score predictions last time, and we all had it a close game. Of course, y'all picked the Browns. I picked the Texans. This is what's going to happen, right? No one really came on here and said, yeah, Jay, you seem like a cool dude, but Browns 30-0. No one really.
No, we're not Matt in Baltimore, as Keith can attest to. We went on a Ravens. Matt Trigger, shout out to Matt Trigger, but we went on their podcast, okay? And this is when the Browns beat them 31-38. It was
33-31. Yeah.
It was the fourth quarter comeback.
The fourth quarter comeback of Watson.
Yeah.
Okay. We go, Keith attests to this after I get done here. Keith got to say amen to this. But we go on their show, and I swear to God, Matt picks it 38-6 or something, and then his buddy picked it 42-17 or something.
Josh picked it 41-6.
41-6.
And Matt picked it 42-17, and I was like, "What?
Whoa! Like, I mean, show us a little love. But you know what? It was fun. We went back. So shout out to them and what they do over there. That's why we love you, Jay. And we love to have fun with different fan bases because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, fanatics. And but yeah, we couldn't believe it. Keith and I, we call this ball the Ravens. We understand the Ravens Browns blood. You know, Houston Texans and Cleveland Browns. Not much blood between. I get that. So you know, we can show a little love. But I understand the Ravens, and we go on there. They say, "Whoa, 42-17 and 41-6." We're like
they didn't give y'all a shot at all.
That was a great victory, and thanks to Deshaun Watson for that. Because you know what? If nothing else, Deshaun, you make Keith and I look very good on that Ravens podcast. So thank you.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Absolutely. You know, and it's crazy because we have been of course I'm on the Gauntlet, which is every Friday night on the Sideline Sports Network.
Yeah, shout out your shit, Jay. This is your time. So, promo. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. You know, and we had said before then that Houston Watson needed to come back. That game, he showed up. That game, Texans Watson showed up. I was like, this is it. Now, he was playing banged up. I'm not going to hold being banged up against him. You know, you can't really hold being banged up too much against one player. You know what I mean?
Baker Mayfield, Keith. Baker Mayfield.
You'll see him. You'll see him slaughter the Eagles tonight, but that's neither here nor there.
You think? Okay, Jay. I'm funny you say that. You really think that's going to happen?
They're good. I gave up. So we have a show on Wednesdays.
Talk about the show. Yeah, go ahead.
Called The Gauntlet Presents Picked Off, and we give our picks, our weekly picks, and everything. And I said Buccaneers 35-14. There's absolutely nothing. There's no reason nobody on this panel watching at home can tell me and lead me believe that the Eagles are going to win tonight.
Why am I more offended at you right now? And I have no.
Because you all hate Baker. You all hate Baker, dude.
And I am about.
That's the reason.
The Browns.
I mean. See, and here's the thing:
Steelers
the
lose.
Eagles, Josh Allen just ran a long way. The Eagles had the easiest, if not one of the easiest finishes in the season. You lose at Seattle. I'll give you half a pass. Seattle at the time still has something to play for. Right. Then you kept it close and scary with the Giants. You won by 8 points. A bad Giants team, mind you. The Tommy Cutlets thing kind of wore off. They brought in who was it? Tyrod Taylor.
We know Tyrod in Cleveland. We know Tyrod.
We know him in Houston too.
Yeah, Tyrod knows a lot of people. He's like not like that.
He comes in, almost wins the game. Then you lay an egg to the Cardinals. The who? The Cardinals.
They beat Pittsburgh.
They also beat Dallas, but that's not saying
right. I mean,
considering what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
But when you're the defending NFC champions that started 10-1 and you end 11-6, and then you lose to the Giants, bad. Last game of the year, had something to play for, could have gotten the division back. You wouldn't have because the Cowboys destroyed the Commanders, but at least you would have been playing with some sort of sense of urgency. Once again, there's no reason that leads me to believe that the Eagles are going to win tonight. Now, maybe that will change. But as of right now, I've got the Buccaneers in a blowout.
Whoa. Okay. I love it. I love the spark. You know what it is? I think it comes down to, people want to call me a Baker hater. And I've been known at times to say that Baker comes up short.
My closet's right. I can go grab my jersey.
The joke about Baker coming up short and will never grow old. People can say, I got a vendetta against him. I love that joke. It's simple. It works. But here's the thing, Jay. He has come up short if you look at Baker. They beat the Carolina 9-0 just to clinch to get in because they had blown a big opportunity the week before against the Saints when Baker did nothing. That shut out. It just seems like lately Baker's last couple of games. The knock on Baker to me has always been his inconsistency. He puts up good games. You look at his numbers this year, great numbers, but it comes down to the Myles Garrett thing we'll get into later. Do you show up every game?
It's like when you don't see Baker coming, that's when he plays well. Right. But when you expect him to play well, then
and the Eagles have been struggling. So Jay, you're not. I mean, it could be a total collapse. I mean, AJ Brown's not playing. Jalen Hurts hasn't looked this. You know what I'm saying? So by you saying what you're saying, I'm just looking at the Baker aspect. I'm jaded. You know what I'm saying? He was in Cleveland. He was my quarterback. He was supposed to be the dreams, the hopes. I mean, we got Baker's doppelganger, Casey in Orlando, on the show. Because, you know what I'm saying? So that's how much we wanted Baker to be the guy. And on the reg, you know what? The Cheesecake Factory is a great place to go. That's all I'm saying. But,
no, I get it. Now, also keep in mind that Eagles pass defense is bottom 5 in the league, and they're going to be facing up against a guy who topped 1,000 yards per season in all 10 years he's been in. So as long as Baker can get it to number 13, it might be ugly for them tonight.
I hope you're right, Baker. If you're listening, you're not, but whatever. You're welcome.
Yeah, sure. This is his pregame.
If you're listening, Baker, you know what? I would love for that to happen. I actually root for even the Baker Bros on social media and everything that we fight with in Cleveland. Because now you'll Jay, this year in Cleveland we'll have the Watson Warriors versus anybody that says anything nice about Flacco.
Flacco fanatics.
The Baker Bros have not left. The Baker Bros will never leave. They will never. We're gonna have so many. It's gonna be like a Game of Thrones. Browns social media. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome, and I'm here for it. I think
the Flacco stuff done got put to bed.
Well, I think that aspect has. I think that aspect of. I think Flacco did play himself out of that, But I will.
But it's crazy, man. 5 games, he did good. He killed it. Without him, he wouldn't have got where we were at. That's
it's gonna
but
be
actually, if you really want to know the truth.
Some people don't, Keith. Some people don't.
He did what he has normally done all 5 games. He's thrown picks.
Yeah.
I called it.
Only difference is
I called it.
It's one thing when you're going against the Chicago Bears who have no offense.
Yeah.
It's another thing when you're going against Jacksonville who just completely fell off the earth. Yeah, and it's another thing.
Jets thing. Yeah.
And it's another thing when you're going against the Jets. Yeah. But when you're going against teams in the playoffs like Houston, high-powered offense, Kansas City, Buffalo, Miami, if you're playing them down south, you can't make those mistakes.
Well, see, the Browns beat defenses. They beat defense like they beat when the 49ers didn't have an offense. The Browns can beat defenses. They just can't beat defenses that have good offenses too. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Let's be real. I mean, call it for what it is.
And think about this. And as bad as the defense played in the first half, the Browns still had an opportunity to get back in that game.
Flacco said no to that.
Because as bad as the defense played, the defense did what they were supposed to do first drive of the second half. They stopped Houston.
Yeah.
And the Browns is on their way to drive, and then Flacco makes a throw, and you like, what the hell?
And I think it was right here when I said – Flacco is guaranteed that interception. Y'all just better hope he doesn't do it at an inopportune time. The Browns were down 10, and they were driving middle of the third quarter. Flacco throws a pick 6, 31-14. And then it just spiraled out of control.
Yeah.
That was it. They were down 10. They could have went down there. You kick a field goal, you score a touchdown. All right.
It's a one-score game.
Yep.
There you go.
Shout out to Brian Engelman. Shout out for the comments. You're right. You're Baker Bro. Hey, I'm glad you have identified yourself. I love interacting with the Baker Bros, the ones that I'm saying. I love interacting with the Watson Warriors. I love interacting with everybody. Thanks for interacting with us. Keep it up.
What do you fall under here, Ed? What's your classification?
Ed's a Watson Warrior.
No, here's what it is. I'll be real with you. There's days I wake up and I think I have 12 personalities. I've always said
Brian Hoyer.
I wake up and think Deshaun's the guy. There's no reason why he won't be. And there's days I wake up, I'm mad Deshaun got hurt. It's not Deshaun's fault he got hurt. I'm mad because he was 14 of 14, and then it's like then the car doesn't work the next day, and you know what I'm saying? It's in the shop, and you know what I'm saying? You got a hot date that next Friday, and you're just mad. Now you're mad, and I feel like that with Deshaun. And then you see Flacco, and you're like, you know what? It's not the Maserati, but it's the Mercedes. And you know,
Flacco is not a Mercedes. They're going to pick up the truck.
It's a winning game.
Fuck, I got to get new tires, boy.
Yeah. Right, well, that's you know, you got to have snow tires in Cleveland. I know they played in Houston, but look, the point is this, okay? It's like it's okay to be this way, and we're all a little crazy, but I don't fall into any camp, Casey, because just ask me a different time of the day, and I'll tell you the answer's probably going to be different. It's probably going to be different. I mean, see, here's the thing. You don't have to worry, Jay. You don't have to worry about this crap. But here's the thing about being a Cleveland fan. You're in Houston, okay? You had Deshaun Watson when he was good, okay? Nobody argued. Did you guys in 2019 and 2020, even though you're 4-12 and he led the league in passing, nobody said, it's Deshaun's fault. Let's get a better quarterback. No, it's like, let's build the team to suck, right? I think everybody would agree to that. Like in Cleveland, we're always fighting about, is the quarterback the piece? That's the difference. Like when you have other organizations, they suck, but they actually believe in their quarterback, and their fan base isn't fighting about their quarterback. In Cleveland, you're always fighting about your quarterback, and the ones that you were fighting about, there's still people that argue Johnny would have been good. There's people that argue that Weeden had a great arm. You know what I'm saying? They never go away. And the Baker Bros I'll give him credit, and they've had the reason to stick around the longest is because Baker actually did have some success. And that's the difference. And, and that's the thing this offseason. If you think this offseason is going to be people not fighting on Twitter because about Watson, let's be real. Flacco, he did not a disservice, but he kind of helped the Baker Bros argument that maybe this guy isn't it, and for no other reason because it's the other guy. People always like their guy. It doesn't really matter about the other guy. They're just going to find a way to slander the other guy because they know their guy's not really that good, and they're lacking something. It's like politics. I don't know why Cleveland does it with the social sports, but they do. I kind of love it.
They just do it.
That's angry.
And with Baker, like. People were saying like, oh, well, he got Freddie Kitchens fired. I'm like, listen, Kitchens never should have been.
No, Freddie got himself fired.
He got Freddie Kitchens fired.
Coach in the first place.
Kitchens never should have been promoted to head
Thank
coach.
you.
Baker's the reason, though.
Hey,
that's the reason he got hired.
Tell me I'm lying with a straight face. Every single game, Kitchens looked like a deer in headlights. Every time he cut to him on the sidelines, he looked like a deer in headlights. He was clearly unprepared for that role.
That's offensive. That is offensive to deers and headlights. I think they actually have more cognizance.
True.
But Stefanski comes along and rights the ship. But I never blame Mayfield for Kitchens because Kitchens never should have been hired in the first damn place.
Thank you,
True.
Thank you, Brian. He was a Mercedes.
Here you go, CJ.
CJ, look at this comment. Look at this comment.
Greg Williams should have been the head coach. What is that?
Well, no, we'll get to that one.
I want to see that one.
Read that comment, CJ.
There's an old pickup truck.
Yeah. Go to the next one, though. What did he say after that?
Brian, we got to talk about this one.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Greg Williams.
You're trusting. Yeah, this guy can judge Mercedes.
That would have been better. That would have been
not wrong. He's not wrong. I said
Greg
Williams. He was 5-3. I thought Greg Williams over Freddie Kitchens. Seriously, I think he would have been a fun.
Yeah,
coach.
but you were a big bounty gate guy back in the day.
I didn't think he did anything wrong. I love the fact you throw a little coin on there. I don't know. Was the NFL not better back then, Casey? Would you argue?
I'm not going to say anything.
All I'm saying is those players had no problem taking that money. I'm just saying. They weren't the only. I'm just saying. They always talk about it as a players' league.
When you run for mayor of Columbus, they're going to clip this here.
Look, I'll just flip my position or make up some.
There you go. Exactly.
It's okay. You're allowed to. But Jay, anything else you want to say about that game? That really. I mean, you, like I said, it's your floor. You won. Gloat, have fun. Who do you want to play? Who do you want to play next? I mean, obviously, it's going to be.
So what do you mean? They're going to get fucking.
Well, it's not technically over.
This game's over.
It's not technically over. It looks like we're getting Baltimore.
Well, that's what I thought. I did, but look, it's still going. I don't want to just say people come at me and say, "Well, I can't."
Why
is
Peyton coming on? Is he going to shave his face now with a mustache, or what's going on? Is it
fucking ass kicking, dude?
So what do you feel about that Houston Ravens potential?
I think actually because if you recall, we actually met up in week 1 and we lost 25-9. The Texans just couldn't find the end zone. We actually were in the game like until the middle of the fourth quarter, but it's
a whole different team now, man.
Yeah, it's a whole different team now for Houston. Now, of course, the Ravens went on their run. They're not a number 1 seed. So I expect it to be a better game, most definitely a better game. CJ Stroud having found himself, sometime.
I would say so. I would say that's fair.
You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a better game. It didn't matter to me. We still owe a revenge game to the Chiefs, but also getting past Baltimore would be good too. I mean, we just pretty much getting as far as we can. We're playing with house money at this point.
God.
Yeah,
I would agree with that at this point. So I mean, I'm just enjoying the ride, honestly. I'm just glad we got a quarterback for the foreseeable future. Hopefully the next 10, 12 years, and we can finally get some rings.
Do you got anything to say to Carolina and Jerry Tepper?
Is it Jerry Tepper or David Tepper?
David Tepper.
The owner, the owner. Yeah. A thank you may be coming their way for.
Stop throwing drinks in fans' faces. How about that?
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. But I think Keith was looking at a thank you because he passed on CJ Stroud and went with Bryce Young.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, in all fairness, I think if you give Bryce a little bit of a team and time, I think he actually has the talent. It's not like he had a positive touchdown interception ratio, though, believe it or not. But the team just dumped the fire. I'm not going to put everything on Bryce like that. I still think Bryce will have a good career,
but not like CJ. Not like CJ.
Yeah, but not like CJ. Not
right.
like CJ.
Yeah.
CJ was better in college. They just have a love affair with Alabama.
That's it.
They just have a love affair with Alabama. CJ been the better quarterback.
Yeah, but the sad thing about this is like we could have drafted Deshaun Watson though. So
you mean
that you're that?
Yeah,
No,
Deshaun Watson fell to the Browns.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
traded
that
down.
wasn't even. Yeah, exactly. So
I think what he's trying to say is, look, I think the only reason Browns people make that connection, and I think, they're wrong about the draft pick. Some of them say that, and we know the picks actually weren't for.
Wasn't it Will Anderson?
But here's the difference: is Houston is a team
They
got
traded up to get Will Anderson.
and you guys got C.J. Stroud, and it's kind of like you guys are rolling, and our like I said, our Maserati's in the shop, and it's bothering.
It is. It is what it is.
They had Tank Dell though, man. If Tank Dell was, they were tough all year. He was killing it with C.J. Stroud. So if he wouldn't have got hurt in that game, that was like a fluke injury at the goal line, wasn't it? Yeah, he got rolled up on.
Yeah, he went in there trying to go for a block, and his was a quad or one of the two. It got broken, and everything. And so we lost him for the year. And I mean, it's just something it's something he's got to watch. He's 165 pounds. Like what are you doing in the pile? But I get it. I get it. You're throwing a block for your buddy. But we get him back next year, and they're forming a connection. And also, there's another Ohio State receiver that's set to fall to us. I can't pronounce his name. It's I think he's number 0.
That was what was it? He was a running back / or what was it? What was his name?
Well, you're in Columbus, dude. Your boots on the ground.
I know. I'll get it.
You're a buck nut here. You don't know.
No, it's because every time, I'll be honest with the Ryan Day play calling. There are times where what happened to Chip Trainum? Whatever happened to the Hayden? He'd have that big game against. There's people that went MIA. It's weird. It's the Buckeyes roster is weird. People go MIA.
It just makes you wonder when C.J. Stroud was with Ohio State, how this team didn't win the national title
or the Big Ten title.
Well, they would have beat Georgia. Let's be real. They beat Georgia, which they should have, and then they
didn't beat Georgia.
They win the national title. Technically, they should have. CJ Stroud did everything he could.
He did everything to win the game.
Yeah, Ohio State defense is the.
Yeah, CJ Stroud did everything he could.
And it's
Xavier Johnson is number 0. Xavier Johnson was the guy I'm thinking of.
And actually, I had it wrong. It's Emeka Egbuka.
Oh, but he's staying. Emeka Egbuka is actually coming back to the Ohio State University. Yes, thank goodness. Ohio State's roster, national champions next year. Clip it, Casey. Clip it, national champions.
He knows though, because Marvin Harris is gone. It's his show. He's the number 1 now. So I think it was a good choice for him to stay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then also, y'all are getting Texas transfer Malik Murphy.
Oh, we got Will Howard from Kansas State or whatever that. So,
Howard went to
Murphy.
Howard. Yeah, wow. It was between Murphy and I don't know where Murphy's going. I think he's probably got bigger. I think there's more NIL money.
He's at Duke. He's at Duke.
Oh, is he Duke? Okay, that's what happened. Okay,
he could face off against Kyle McCord then. Him in Syracuse.
That'll be a fun matchup, guys. Don't sleep on it.
Manny Diaz.
Yeah, he did go to Duke.
Wow. Okay.
I thought he was saying it. I thought something said he was going to Ohio State. Okay, well I guess they were talking.
There was rumors.
Yeah,
of it.
There was.
Okay, rumors.
Like I said, Duke probably ponied up the money on him. Good for them. Anything else you want to say, Jay, before you have to take
all that
off?
Duke money?
I'm good, man. If anybody later on tonight, I don't know if you guys are on, but Sideline Sports Network, Top Rope Talk coming on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have about a 25-minute show. It's all pro wrestling all the time. We're going to do a Raw, WWE Raw recap from last week, SmackDown recap from last week, and talk a little bit about Rock Roman Reigns WrestleMania.
I'm Jay. I am so glad you said that because every time I get accused of this. I'm like a person that tells the same stories and the same jokes, but every time
I don't know where this is going. I don't know where this is going.
Casey knows where this is going. Did you know? I got a feeling that's gonna. I am part of the bloodline. I am part of the bloodline.
Hey,
acknowledge me.
He's like the R-Truth of the bloodline. That's what he is. He's the R-Truth of the bloodline. Like how R-Truth thinks he's the Judgment Day. That's what that is
okay.
of the bloodline. Yeah.
Somebody's
He's got a shirt that
Wrestling.
says all of it on there, and duct taped Ed and Columbus on the bottom of it, like our truth. That's what Ed's got going with the.
Hey, that works. That works.
These are our truth. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, anything else, Jay? Any parting words for my first Browns fan?
Hey, keep your heads up. Listen, y'all went somewhere that y'all were not projected to be anyway. So I still say that the future's bright. Wait till you get number 24 back. Y'all gonna be rocking it, man.
Okay, thank you, Jay. We need him.
Who's your Royal Rumble prediction, though? I need a Royal Rumble prediction. Who's winning it? Since you gotta give me a tease, or just the final two or something. Just tease us.
Tell us to tune into your show, but give us a tease right now.
It's a lot of options, man. See, it's a lot of options. Good this year, though. You don't know. You don't know what it's gonna be.
My pick to win is CM Punk. My dark horse to win is Gunther.
Ooh.
Okay.
Gunther finished second last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my dark horse is Gunther. I don't think that he may win it. He may, but he still holds the Intercontinental Championship, and I think he's going to drop that belt at Mania if he doesn't win the Royal Rumble. If he does win the Rumble,
who's he lose it to? It's
good
tough.
question.
Because you got to give it to someone who you know is the next big thing because he's had it for so long.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. No, you can't.
Gable.
Alpha Academy, let's go.
Yeah, we all thought it was going to be Gable right around Survivor Series, and then it didn't happen, and I was like, "What? So who's this?" Like no one's left. I think he may cover some. Maybe.
Like that's not as absurd as you think. You know? Give it back to the Miz. Give it to the Miz. Let's go, Cleveland.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? He is a Cleveland boy.
Yeah.
Mr. Hero.
Man, but I got to sign off, you guys. Hey,
all right, my guy. Thanks for joining us, and good luck to the Houston Texans as they most likely will play the Baltimore Ravens next week in the divisional round. So good luck, Jay, and good luck to your Houston Texans. And shout out to CJ Stroud. You are more than welcome to come on anytime.
Hey, appreciate it. And y'all got an invite to Top Rope Talk any given time. Like I said, Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all want to come over there and talk some wrestling? Hit me up and let me know.
All right, my guy. Take it easy.
I'm interested.
All right, be good.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Well,
we got our own CJs right here. We don't need CJ Stroud. We got CJ Hawkins.
Yeah, we got CJ. Yes. Thank you, CJ. You know, it's fine. It would have been fun if it would have been the other way around, and the Browns would have got it done. But it's nice that we have somebody on from.
There'd be more coin in my purse if the Browns would have won, Ed, as you say.
Yeah.
There's a lot less coin in my purse after the goddamn game. I can tell you that. I was confident going into that Browns game. That's all I'm saying. I was confident.
I've never been confident going to any Browns game.
Usually I'm pessimistic on the Browns, but I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this one. Like I'm never all in on the Browns, and I finally was. Look what happened. The one time I wasn't, I
love it how you've taken ownership to it. Like when you make a statement, like I know I'm being Dr. Phil right now, but when you say stuff like, you let it, because you feel like because you picked the Browns or you felt they were going to win that this as a fan, like. Like I said before the show, I said to you, I did not. This is the first football game after that Browns game I even watched. I didn't watch 1 second. My season was over after that game. I was just like, fuck this. So I put this on now because I wanted to see how the Steelers were losing. But and I was coming on here. But,
for me, after the season has ended, I'm not trying to be like a glass half full guy, but like the Cowboys lose, it feels like a failure in Dallas, right? Talking about like firing Mike McCarthy. Like it's a failure. Dolphins lose, it's like what the fuck is Tua now? Like what do you do with Tua?
Right.
For me, like it didn't feel like the season was a failure, but it felt like such a gut punch just because we were riding so high.
Just get you a bad taste.
The way
I've never had this much hope though, because they like reeled me in with all how good we were looking.
Like the Flacco Super Bowl talk, like it's crazy. I think what's funny. I think deep down as normal human beings, when they say Flacco Super Bowl, it is crazy talk. But I think people bought into it. Because not only with all the injuries that we had, because honestly, it is like a made-for-Disney movie. He comes from the Ravens. He, what I'm saying? Like if the 5 kids, they would always show his family. Seemed like a nice guy, and the team bought into him. I mean, it had all the makings for a Hollywood story. But like I told CJ in pregame when we were talking, it's so Cleveland. I swear, just like 2016 with the Cleveland Indians, you should have won it with Tito, but it's so Cleveland. And like I said, LeBron comes home. You got one. Thank God somebody wrote the script where Cleveland finally wins one. But still. with LeBron, you would think that you would win more than just one, but no, Cleveland only just gets
It
one.
was the damn Warriors, man. If we didn't face
it's always something. It's always something with Cleveland. And you know what? And I will say one thing. I think what makes this a loss easier for me, it's just like when the Buckeyes lost to Florida 41-14. It was a gut punch. We thought Troy Smith and Ted Ginn, they're going to win the national championship. And where the fuck did that come from? And I felt like it's almost the same thing here. And obviously it wasn't the highest stakes. It wasn't the Super Bowl. It was just the first round. But I think to all Browns fans, and especially with the national media, a lot of people thought we were favored, right? By 2.5.
2.5.
And we were away. We were the away team in favor.
Yeah. And the way
the defense, though, was just
where the fuck was the defense? Like, sorry.
Greg Newsome, I think, looked horrible.
I thought, I was telling Ed, I was like, it felt like you could have told me. Like, I think the Myles Garrett.
This is all around the NFL, by the way. It's going to stay in Cleveland, guys.
Myles Garrett as best defensive player in the NFL. I think that shit needs to just cut out because they're just too many.
You think he's like Lindor?
No, but
don't mention that
too
name.
Many games where it's just like, where the fuck is this guy? Like,
no, you see him. He jumps off sides.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You see it every three times a game.
Thank you.
3 times a game, there's a flag on him. So.
TJ Watt goes and makes plays. Aaron Donald goes and makes plays. Sauce Gardner, these guys go. Myles Garrett never fucking makes a play. It's like, man, we really need 95 to go make a play. He's never. He got fucking destroyed by Laramie Tunsil all game.
The argument to that is it's they double team him and it gets more guys to
Why did they move him around?
Why did they move?
Why did they just move him in the end? Why did they just fucking
go
to the other side?
Check out this past Saturday. He didn't get double team. It was just Laramie one-on-one.
I thought Tunsil
and he was hurt
early every time.
And Tunsil was hurt too. He got hurt in that game.
Move him over there.
Just move him. CJ, if something's not working in life, what's the first thing? Move it.
Make adjustments.
Right.
What Schwartz does. Schwartz sticks to the scheme, and the scheme's the scheme. And that's why when the defense gets lit up, they get lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree.
It's like in Indianapolis. Like, seriously, we won because the clock went to 0. They were never going to stop them. Let's be real.
Make an adjustment.
Oh,
this is why I said what I said a few weeks ago when I was asked who you rather face, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, or Houston. And I was like, Houston is the last team I want to see.
I felt the same way. Any person, CJ he's been lighting the league up all freaking year.
That's why.
And the defense.
Let's be
wide open.
Gardner Minshew.
I didn't feel like Stroud lit us up. I feel like everything was just schemed so perfectly.
He lit us. That's a lie.
I did not. He threw. He
threw open. The receivers were wide open.
That's fair, but he did his job.
He did. But I'm not gonna act like he lit us. I thought the defense just handed him everything on a platter.
So you felt like it was more like a Joe Woods thing. Were we just out of position then?
It felt like nobody. I mean, nobody was wherever they needed to be. You look at the first touchdown. He made the one pass to Collins that was a fucking dive. I will say that the Collins came back up, but then Collins' touchdown was a walk-in screen. He hit Jordan.
He had another one where
Jordan went fucking 4 yards.
Yeah, Brevin Jordan,
Yeah, Jordan caught the ball 3 yards off the line of scrimmage and takes it untouched. And then he hits Dalton Schultz with nobody near him.
And I think Schultz dropped another wide open.
He dropped a wide open one earlier.
He missed Collins earlier in the game,
And he missed Collins.
Yeah, and he missed Collins, So
they could have scored 60, They could have scored 60 on us easily.
Yeah,
which is insane to think about. But like I said, man, if we would have played if Jacksonville would have won instead, if they would have won that game, we'd be fucking happy. I think going into we'd have won that game. I think we'd have beat Jacksonville. We'd be on a high. It's crazy the difference. And if the Ravens would have, if we were the number 1 seed, the Ravens would have been that wild card. Who says? We were so close to that too. There was a chance we could have been.
That's why I'm saying this now, and I'm going to keep saying it. Browns, I don't give a shit what you have to win the division. Win the division. I know Baltimore won. I know
home field advantage you would have had too, man. That home field advantage is the difference for the Browns.
You got to win the division. They haven't done it since 1989.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Lions, the freaking Lions finally won the NFC North. Browns, since realignment, you haven't won a damn division. Win the damn AFC North. There's only 4 teams. There's only 4.
I will say this about the season. I know the season's over and it's such a bitter pill. I think the season was a success because it would have been so easy with all the injuries to pack it in and go
keep
DTR.
You go win 5 games. You fire the coach. You're unsure.
Right, that's an easier.
You might get rid of injury. That. It was such a realistic possibility. But to go win 11 games and now, it feels like Stefanski should be the guy for the next 4 or 5 seasons.
I agree with that.
We feel really good
Keith,
about.
You still agree?
But I feel good about everything that I saw, and I think there's more just on like players now than.
Shout out, Bonnie. You're right. I can get it. I'm gonna scream some more because it's fun. I'm having fun tonight.
CJ, is your burner account?
I don't know who this is.
I will say one thing.
That ad looks like your
I
ad.
think this is the Joe America liberal.
Triggered. You know what? We love both sides on the show. We have Joe America. We do have the right side, and if you want to represent the left side, you're triggered. You're liberal. That's fun. Like I said, no judgments. You want to throw out anything? You want to make fun of anything?
This is Ed's burner. Ed in Columbus can get it. Oh shit! I got I think it's time to leave.
I didn't even know
Ed's been a long time.
Flip it.
I think they're on Ed's wrong live show.
Oh,
Click the wrong link in Ed's bio.
Your caucus
Big
is
bad
tonight,
booty
right?
daddy up on the top left of the screen looks like.
He's got freaks 9 days a week.
Keith, isn't it caucus night in Iowa tonight, right?
It is. Yeah.
I like to have the fun. I like to, triggered liberal. I mean, obviously that's not liberal about sports. I don't believe. I think it's just, it's fine. It's fine. We like all opinions. We like anything on the show. So, tell CJ that.
No, Casey is my baby day. What the fuck are we on?
What? What'd you say?
That's what just popped up.
I don't know what
What is going on?
Y'all got fan clubs on this show.
I don't know. Hey,
y'all got.
I don't even know where these comments come from.
I can get it in case he's got some dad. It's
right. Oh wow. No, Casey, answering your question. I don't think the Browns should fire Stefanski. Now, extension, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey now, like I said, we give the fans what they want, and I'm not. I don't censor stuff unless it's.
But there are question marks because I still feel like Ed mentioned the Watson shit. Like Watson's still a question mark. Got Nick Chubb coming back off a bad knee. We expect him to come back, but like I read an article that was like, Brown should cut Nick Chubb. We got to cut this cap.
Shut your mouth, CJ.
Wait, Ed in Columbus right there.
Got to cut this cap space up. I mean, we're 13 million over. Wide receiver is still a huge question mark. The line has.
We don't have any really.
The line has no depth. I thought David Bell looked pretty good, but I think it's time to cut bait with Elijah Moore. The line has no depth. We still don't have any linebackers. Safeties are a huge question mark when Delbit's hurt.
No, I take that back, CJ. You say you have no linebackers. You have one, and he's A-O-A-OK, J-O-J-O-K. I feel like he's the guy that showed up.
He just plays like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I was huge on him since we got him. I thought he was great.
Him at the Newsom pick, but I thought like Newsom, it leaves a shit feeling in your like mouth.
Guys,
you have so many guys. Is it Peyton?
It's Peyton. Peyton Vince, the Peyton Vince. How is our
you better change your name today, buddy. Yeah. I don't know. Did you see that Josh Allen pulled to Kenny Pickett and he did a little fake slide and ran a 50-yard touchdown? Do you like that?
Hold on. For one, the reason why I'm coming in is because I heard Ed and Keith were talking about their caucuses, and I didn't want that to end up being conversation anymore. So
I thought you saw me and Ed's fan club chiming in. I thought that's why you joined in.
You're getting yours started. And then
Peyton,
Peyton, we got Peyton.
Oh, there you go, Peyton.
Who's all these burners?
I don't know. No judgments. We judge you on your comments, not the character of what you do in your personal lives. So that's
they know I'm wearing black and yellow, right? Just so they know.
They might feel sorry for you.
Is that the Pickett jersey?
No, I actually put on a good one. He's injured, but it's TJ Watt.
Not even a real jersey, a fake ass jersey you got from a gas station parking lot. Look at that thing.
Hey, I'm gonna ask this question.
Stitching on that jersey. That fake ass
we can't make fun of that jersey because let's be real. Would you, Peyton? We got a question for you.
I know what he's gonna take.
TJ, I know it's just a bad joke. I'm gonna go there. TJ Watt not playing today. What's the difference between him and Myles Garrett? I saw TJ Watt. He looked like he was engaged. He looked like he was with the defense. He probably going to do more than what Myles did on Saturday. Would you agree to that?
I mean, there's a reason why I'm coming on here during halftime. They're losing 21-7. I'm hoping that we could end up having a quick conversation, get the juju going. They scored at half. No,
I got a razor, man. I can get you the razor. Get that stash going.
Get that mustache out. Ed would have had one for a while.
Even this, you can even do right here. Right there. A little strip right down here. That's all you need.
So what's going on for the Browns fans that ended up losing to the Texans then? Whatever
you could have made a bet.
Yeah,
you could have made a bet.
I
didn't hear a counter offer, so
he's Pickettsboro or whatever that guy is on Twitter. Trying to make bets after the results.
I'm the biggest Mason Rudolph fan club leader, obviously, after 2023/2024.
Sounds like
is anybody paying attention to the MVP numbers?
There's no competition.
Well, in 3 games, you put them over a season, and MVP all the way.
More touchdowns than Kenny Pickett.
Not saying much for this Flacco.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also have it. You also have a Kenny Pickett jersey, so I don't know if you're the
beneficial
for you to.
It's a little different though. Today's TJ Watt. It's a lot different actually. I'm on the defensive side of the ball.
Your defense is killing it.
We're getting fucking lit up.
You know what's rough? I mean, I just came in.
We're going to be in the same place. We're going to be in the same place in about 2 hours, buddy. We're going to both be out of the playoffs.
Well, I will say one thing, Peyton. You know what? And behind the curtain, Peyton and I would probably say when it comes to this show and other things, we probably communicate the most, and that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. But Peyton, coming on here, I'm going to put you to work. We got something going on, fellas, that I want Peyton, because he's got that great radio voice. I got to use your radio voice.
Well, he's going to do break-ed news.
See you then. You were saying
we got something going on here with our YouTube. Peyton, explain to the audience and everybody what's going on.
All right, so
you can't even read. Why you
so much. Casey, get back here. I wasn't done speaking.
Yeah, really. Show your face.
All right.
I don't want to judge you.
Here's the part of the show where we're taking a commercial break. Here's to our sponsor for the second time today, probably because that's always on top of it. But anyways, follow We Like Sportz Show on YouTube. You will get not a jersey just like this. You will get an NFL.com, NBA.com, MLB.com jersey giveaway when our YouTube page hits 500 subscribers. And that is when that number hits 500 subscribers. Subscribe to YouTube and get that free
jersey. Me a jersey from your one giveaway, you cocksucker.
Usually, guys, when we're trying to be nice and give things away, that's not the time for snacks or whatever. But whatever.
It's the some people, they just ended up having all day off, so they were sitting around. I don't know anybody like that probably, but he's probably been up above.
Well, I want to say this to the audience.
Celebrating the holiday, dude. CJ was celebrating the holiday.
500 subscribers, you get a jersey. That's always a good thing, and you'll just have to excuse the rest of the show as they are, not fully grown up yet. That's all.
How do you win this jersey?
You get yourself a nice jersey. You want to do that?
Yeah, so is it like a YouTube account that gets picked, or like?
We're gonna end up having a tweet or an X.
Fuck off of me, dog! You can't eat
your dog has the same chance as everybody else if he has an X page. So there you go.
Your dog could win. It is possible.
Yes. That's rigged.
Right.
Hey, anything else? There's got this great contest. So thank you for your radio voice, and thank you, not CJ and Casey, for helping with that. But
I was going to get you a Baker Mayfield jersey. What are you talking about?
Thank you. No, thank you. Any thoughts about the second half? You gonna turn it around, or is it a done?
I'm going to get a straw Mayfield jersey.
Yeah, one of those half and half jerseys. Yeah, that's what I was going to get you. Yeah.
Thanks, it's even better that his face isn't even on the screen, so you just hear it on the podcast form too. You're like, who's saying it? Who knows? He's not on the screen. It's just the mountain.
Yeah, what does Steelers got to do to come back in this game, man? They kind of suck ass right now.
Yeah, tell us.
Give me your input.
Honestly, if somehow they come back in the second half, I didn't think they were going to end up scoring to end the first half.
If they come back and win, you got to have a monkey tail like Mike Fryer.
No, we're not doing any of the bets because the last time I didn't take, I won.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll win if you put some money into this one, man.
We're not double or nothing everything.
That'll shave your initials on them somewhere.
Yeah, right on my chest here.
Evan's started an OnlyFans page for all his.
Oh yeah, well that's like
the We Like Sportz Show OnlyFans page. I like it.
Yeah, it's
2024
is going to be hot. Just more details coming soon.
It's gonna be hot, yeah.
Casey's the cover man.
Yeah.
Or Baker Mayfield, one of the two.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield. The reason why I was off screen for so long.
Yeah. Well,
he's always putting a jersey on. That's what he's doing.
Peyton, your prediction for tonight's Eagles-Bucks game. I'm curious to see what you think about that game.
Did we end up going through this at all with everybody's prediction?
Well, Jay says he's got the Bucks winning, but I wanted your
I agree with Jay. I think the Bucs win over the Eagles. The Eagles are just kind of falling apart right now.
Eagles win. The Bucs fucking stink.
Thank you for that analysis, CJ. That's riveting. Yeah. For all the audience out there that's not watching, that will just hear words only.
Do you not think the Bucs stink? Like, honest to God,
they do.
Like, say it out loud. Like, we're gonna take a Super Bowl team last year. Yeah, they've had a bad few games.
AJ Brown's
we're really gonna take the Bucs over the Eagles.
Yeah, AJ Brown's quitting on them.
CJ,
mid-season,
I'm not.
Mid-playoff run.
CJ, I'm not. I'm not.
But I got the Eagles winning.
So do I.
I told myself.
I'm hoping Tampa wins.
I don't mind if Tampa wins.
When it comes to sports, I'm gonna start just saying stuff out loud. Like, you know, I told that, like, yeah, Joe Flacco's gonna win the Super Bowl. I was like, I felt so stupid after I said it out loud. After we lost.
You know,
Baker Mayfield's gonna go beat
Is that how Peyton feels, you think? Or
ready?
Like I said it today. I laid a bet on the Bills today. I was like, Mason Rudolph's gonna go beat Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills at home in the playoffs.
Washington Commanders, Super Bowl 2025.
Can you kick him out of here, please, for the love of God? That he just comes on it. He gets on my nerves.
That's the one with Ernest Biner, and they beat. Which one was that?
The Washington Commanders win the Super Bowl.
I know it was the former team, but I knew they were in a Super Bowl. I don't know if it was 25, so whatever. I knew what you're getting at. I tried to be a smart ass. It didn't work. Thanks, CJ, for killing something. What I wanted to get into was Casey's shirt that some people might not be watching, but if they're just listening, he's got on a Baker. 30216. It's supposed to be like Austin 316. It's supposed to be like, yes, I understand.
No, Austin 316.
I know 316,
that's our area code. I'm trying to help you.
I get you. Well, it's a Bible verse. I mean, that's
John
316. So I just whooped your ass.
Yeah, Austin 316. So I just whooped your ass.
Come on, you heathens! God, even I know that.
Preach your Bible verses. You could tell me you're John 316, but Austin 316. So I just whooped your ass.
And Baker Mayfield's going to be whooping that ass with the tin of zinc in his pocket. If you haven't seen on social media, it's the reason why he's going to win.
Baker Mayfield is whooping no ass.
He's going to win because I got this hat on and this shirt on. That's why
Keith,
and you look just like him, so you could sub right in.
Keith got the Eagles too.
Keith, tell us why the Eagles are going to win so I don't have to. Tell us why the Eagles are going to win so I don't have to.
Eagles are a better team, even though AJ Brown's not playing.
There you go. Sure enough.
Shit on my analysis, but it's pretty much the same.
And all the Eagles got to do is give Tampa Bay a heavy rush defense, heavy rush offense today.
I honestly, here's what.
And for real, I mean, and Baker disappears when it matters the most.
He hasn't played well in like how many weeks now? What makes you think that? The Eagles still have a good defense. Am I wrong? I mean, kinda, right? Am I wrong?
No, their defense is kind of ass. Like their secondary is terrible.
I know they're overrated.
They secondary done got old.
But they got a good front. I think they're gonna get home. I mean, Carter and those guys up front.
Jalen Carter, yeah.
Like for all the praise that we gave Will Anderson, Carter probably had just as good of a rookie season as him.
Yeah. Casey, why are the Bucs gonna win? Because you look like Baker, or what's the reason?
I hope they win, but
you said hope. So are you picking them to win?
Yeah, I'll pick them. I mean, fuck it, why not?
Well, fine. You don't sound too convinced now.
Like I told you, my season ended. What time was it? Saturday at 7 something. I stopped giving a fuck.
When did halftime? When did they call
the third quarter? I turned it off at the fourth quarter. So
they gave Dalton Schultz that bogus pass interference call. That's when the season ended.
Yeah. But I hope the Bucs win. You know, I just don't want to see the same teams every year. So I don't want the Eagles. I don't want the Bills.
All right, so you're rooting for the Steelers comeback, huh?
Of course. I mean, it might be better because then if he comes back and then Peyton gets a little boner towards the end and then the Bills just win and then Peyton just feels how I feel. So, Peyton's expecting them to lose. The difference in the Browns and the Steelers is the Browns we thought might have a chance. Like, they're going to win. The Steelers, we know there's no chance they're going to win. So, he went into this with house money. Yeah, Peyton came in with house money. He said, hey, if we're going to score a touchdown, I'll be happy. Right here. So,
what does my dog and the stupid bone? I'm going to kick his ass. Get out of here. Go, fucker. Go, Chip. Yeah, you stare up there. You're gonna stare at me, yo.
Which one? Okay, Brian's got a question. That's a good question. I love fan interaction because sometimes I think of things I never
Lions
because you guys
Which one
crazy.
team will you root for to win it all? The Lions. Yeah, fuck everybody else.
Lions. All right, sure. Why not?
Honestly,
I'm okay with.
I don't know. The
Houston,
Chiefs be cool. I kind of like Taylor Swift.
Man, Swift. Okay,
I'm kind of getting on board with this. You know,
the Packers.
Swifty. CJ.
I like
Swifty.
Jordan Love.
Yeah,
I do
I
like that
kinda-
Jordan Love thing going on.
Man.
I don't like the Jordan Love thing. Everybody was shitting all over the guy like 8 weeks ago and talking about how
Sure
much he
was.
sucked.
Now, he looks like the real deal.
Like, fuck this. I thought he was okay, you know. I was like, give him some time. But everybody was just shitting all over.
Is he better than Kevin Love?
By looks,
Should the
by
Cavs
talent,
got rid of
he
Kevin
looks
Love?
a lot younger.
Yeah. No, I'm just asking, will Jordan Love's career be on par with like a Kevin? Because let's be real, Kevin Love got a ring. I get that. But, will Jordan Love, if you look at it, I mean, he could. If he plays this year and plays like Kirk Cousins and plays the next like 10 years like this, that's a pretty damn good career.
Yeah, he's almost reminiscent to Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre. Like
You
everybody
shut
on
up
the media
about your
says.
generic reviews. Oh my god, it's like ChatGPT writes his analysis.
Numbers don't lie. Hey, to Peyton's point, numbers don't lie.
Fucking
Also,
sucked like 8
as
weeks
for the
ago.
Eagles
Everyone's shitting
game,
all over him.
I do want to mention this, though. Did you guys end up seeing, to mention another podcast, the Kelsey Brothers podcast, and how they ended up ending it because Travis was screwing with Jason Kelsey?
Yeah, but that reminds me of us three when we had our first podcast.
Well, yeah,
the
but
reason-
like,
What did they
from
do?
the aspect of a sports thing, do you end up actually wondering, because Jason ended up, like, Travis Kelsey was like, well, how are you going to end up doing in the playoffs? Like, what's all the issues? And he addresses them, and like, he kind of gets them in his feels to the point that it's like, well, we do have our back against the wall right now, and we were a Super Bowl team last year, and now we might not even get close. And it just goes silent, and then they end up starting it up the next day. I mean, maybe I'm looking too far into it, but I mean, is Jason Kelsey and the Eagles thinking a little bit too much that the noise outside, even from his own brother, might be getting to him now? I mean, you never usually see that on a professional athlete's side of a podcast. Obviously, they're brothers. Obviously, you're going to end up getting under the skin a little bit more, but you never really see that too often. So it makes you wonder, especially if they get blown out tonight. Obviously, I was right, but
They get blown out.
what
They're
if?
fire Nick Sirianni.
Sure is.
I was going to ask you
Belichick
that.
to
Is
the
Sirianni
Eagles.
done
What
then?
about that, guys?
Belichick
Belichick to
to
the
the
Eagles or Dallas?
They already got Fat Patricia there.
Yeah. You think they let go of McCarthy, the Cowboys?
I would if I could get Belichick.
yeah,
Yeah.
for Bill.
Dallas
I'd let go of
probably ain't gonna-
McCarthy for Vrabel. I'd let go of McCarthy for Vrabel.
All right, there you go. Why did
Vrabel
Tennessee
wouldn't be a
get
bad
Vrabel?
hire in Dallas, I don't think.
Vrabel's not going to Ohio State. That's safe to
No,
say.
I don't want to. I keep Ryan Day. He's got a great class coming back.
Ryan Day sucks ass, though, lad. I hate to break it to you.
What
Ryan
did
Day
you say?
sucks ass. Ryan Day.
Give me
All right,
trust
time
on
out.
that.
All right, here, guys. This is like when everybody gets called out. This is after school at the flagpole. Me and CJ right now.
You think Ryan Day doesn't
Look,
suck
look,
ass?
look, Lou Holtz lover. Here's the thing
I'm
here.
not.
Debate
I'm
right now.
Ryan Day is
sucks
the
ass.
The
real
great
deal.
debate. The great debate on
We
true
might-
topics. that you both-
I may have to debate today.
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
Ryan
Click the
Day
button.
sucks ass.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm debating today.
Put it on the
versus-
board.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we're gonna do here.
All that talent, the last 3 years, nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they all
Nothing.
came back this year. Coming up.
Who came back?
Fuck
Fuck it. Dun 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 dun
He came back to do
dun.
the draft stuff. He wouldn't have went in the first round if he came
Riled up.
back.
All right.
All right,
I'm not trying to say
nothing.
nothing. I'm not trying to say nothing.
We're gonna
But
have
like
Ed and
nobody
CJ
gets more of a
debate.
pass than Ryan Day by Buckeye. There's a reason they should want to fire him, Ed.
I'm gonna
You
force
should wanna
CJ to
play.
take
You
the
think it's somebody
anti-Ryan Day side.
All right, here's
I'm
the-
gonna have Ed take the pro Ryan.
Here's
Day
what I'm gonna
side.
do.
I know
Here's what I'm
it's
gonna
hard
do.
for you two.
Casey, moderate. Here's the deal. I'm gonna get because I'm gonna be a participant against CJ, and obviously I know what
Here
the
we
topics
go.
are. I'm gonna give you the topics, and then you throw them out to either CJ or me. Which one? Here's the topic. CJ Stroud. Would you take him number one? If you were to pick everybody in the NFL and do a redraft, would you take him number one?
From last year's draft?
Could I help Casey
No.
moderate? How much time are we given?
Well,
Because
it's like
this
a
could go
kind
all
of-
show.
No, we're not gonna. We're gonna do this real quick because that's the thing. I want to make this quick. Each person has 2 minutes, a minute and a half to do their thing. Minute and a half.
All right, I'll end
Yeah,
up
all right,
doing
I'll
like a
just-
wave then.
All right,
Yeah.
Peyton will keep track. There you
That's
go.
fine. Let's do a minute. Let's keep
Peyton's
it
gonna
legit
keep
here.
track.
And then,
Can't
like I
even
said,
read.
okay. And then Peyton
All right.
and Peyton and Keith are the judges here. Peyton and Keith are the judges. So
No,
Casey,
you're saying that 'cause I make fun of Peyton all the time.
what position are you giving out to who, and who do you want to go for?
All right. So I'll have CJ take the position of why CJ Stroud would not be, and then Ed could take why CJ Stroud will be or would be.
Are we doing it like the last year's draft or?
No. Take everybody in the NFL right now. All players, anybody coming in from college, anybody. Why is CJ Stroud?
Here's the question: if you had an expansion team and you were the owner and you could pick any quarterback in the NFL, why would it be CJ Stroud and why wouldn't it be CJ Stroud? So you're taking why it wouldn't be CJ. Ed takes why it would be CJ Stroud.
Yep.
Ready? Go. Whoever's going first. CJ.
Ed, go for the cut. I mean, what more do I have to say? Why CJ Stroud with Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, Trent Williams, Christopher McCaffrey. I mean, like, we're talking a dude that's played 16 games, and we're going to put him in over – we're crowning him the best player in the NFL. That's the guy. I mean, there's just many guys I'd rather build a franchise around. I think you take Stroud out of the AFC South, they'd probably win. Like, he's not a playoff quarterback. I get it. He went out and he kind of lit the Browns up. But let's not overreact here. I mean, talking about a dude that won 10-7. I just think there's guys with much better track records. So I think he's a great quarterback. I don't even know if I'd put him top 3 in the AFC though. So the fact
to build your franchise around.
Yeah, I'd rather build a franchise around Burrow. I mean, just quarterbacks alone, Burrow, Mahomes, and Allen, all in the AFC. I think the case could be made for Herbert. Not even talking like other skill position players. You got guys like Myles Garrett and TJ Watt out there. TJ Watt's a game record. Aaron Donald's still Aaron Donald. To be like CJ Stroud would be the guy that I'm building, or there's no shot that he would be the guy for me.
15 seconds to spare.
Edward in Columbus.
Well, I want to say this. I want to thank everybody.
Why is he wrong?
Everybody at the We Like Sportz show for giving me the opportunity to debate tonight. Shout out to everybody.
We'll take it 50 seconds.
Yeah, but I want to say this. CJ, he is a CJ, but he doesn't know a CJ. That's CJ being CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is a different kind of animal, as us Cleveland Browns fans witnessed this past weekend, taking number 2 because thank goodness Carolina didn't take him number 1, and they're going to pay for it just like the rest of the NFL is going to pay for what he's going to do to the league. Watching him, would you say that he's better than Peyton Manning's rookie year? Would you say that he's better? I mean, name me a Hall of Fame quarterback better than Tom Brady, everybody. I think he's probably had the best rookie year. Thank you.
Baker probably had a better rookie year than him.
No, but here's how I look at it. You can argue about yards. You can argue about touchdowns. You can argue about all those other stats. He threw 5 interceptions. He runs a offense where they really have only one wide receiver now, Nico Collins. He makes receivers better because after his other receiver went down. I mean, let's be real. Look at him scramble. Look at Georgia against Georgia national championship game. Best player on the field and against that vaulted Georgia defense. And I'm using that because I know my opponent Dick rides the Georgia Bulldogs. So
Bennett, I'll play.
So I'm going to take CJ Stroud number 1 because I believe he's the next Dan Marino mixed with Peyton Manning, and until he fails, I don't think there's any track. There's no track record from failing. You want to say he doesn't have a long track record? Show me a track record where he fails. He dominated the Cleveland Browns, the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL. He's going to continue to dominate. CJ, pack your lunch. It's going to be a long debate here.
As the moderator, I want to add one thing on both. So, like I said, Baker Mayfield had a better rookie season than they did. So what does that say on that front? And then CJ, you just said Myles Garrett's garbage. So why would you take him ahead of CJ Stroud? I just wanted to drop those 2 things.
I'm gonna build around a guy. I'd rather.
Okay, now Peyton. Here's what we do. Peyton and Keith are the judges now, so they judge.
I mean, Keith, do you want to go first, or do you want me
to? I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I got to go with Ed's argument because
we're building around CJ Stroud over.
It's not always about the answer. It's about
it's not even an argument.
Hold on.
It's even 91 yards against the Jets.
It's about the quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah,
you ain't got a quarterback, you ain't got a shot. Think about it. You draft Myles Garrett number 1, you win 0-16.
I could draft a quarterback number 2.
Probably at the bone 16.
You could release every quarterback in the NFL.
DJ, questioning the integrity of the judge's intelligence is not
you drafted Myles Garrett number 1. They went 0-16.
Yeah.
Lamar's better than Stroud. I mean, Jesus.
And think about it. CJ Stroud came into a delicate situation. That Houston franchise was at the brink of ruins.
Davis Mills was their starting quarterback. They literally had a long human being draft as a quarterback, and they went from dog shit to shine with
They're 10 wins. They're 10-7.
Casey, you're gonna have to get a hold of your hostile contestant.
I'm not mute. I got the mute button over here, dude. I don't got the mute button.
They lost to Zach Wilson and the Jets.
Okay, well, Keith got me.
Wilson outplayed him 27-36, 301s and 2 touchdowns for Zach Wilson.
You should have said that in your. You should have said that in your answer.
Argument. What do you mean?
You should have said that in your answer.
You would rather have C.J. Stroud over Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
You know what? I want to stricken
Mason Rudolph.
Mason
Casey,
Rudolph.
all this testimony, I want it stricken. Peyton, I don't think you should. Anything that PJ said, blah, 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 doesn't matter. Should have used it in his argument. Who do you got?
He had 50 extra
trust
seconds
his intelligence.
There's no
Smart
argument.
man.
All right, DJ, I need
You're
you
saving those 50 seconds for now.
and hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. All right, you ready?
He lost to Desmond fucking Ritter.
So here's the thing, though. I did want to go with Ed, but I'm kind of going towards CJ because this year alone, the NFL quarterback, you won a good number 1, but you had Jake Browning, you had Josh Dobbs, you had Zach Wilson.
No, where were they at?
You had so many quarterbacks, though, that this year they ended up, they weren't playoff teams, but they were bridge quarterbacks, and it does matter to a point who your number 1 is, but if the team around you is successful, there's plenty of games, I'm sure, that Josh Dobbs, like Aiden O'Connell from the Raiders. It's about the team around you.
The Chiefs.
Do you think Joe Flacco would have been as good on the Texans as he was on the Browns?
Watson?
No, Joe Flacco. If say C.J. Stroud got hurt as much as the Browns quarterback, and C.J. Stroud didn't play in as many games as he did, and the Texans, and Flacco was the quarterback of the Texans, would he have thrown for as many yards and been as successful?
It depends. Texans kind of have a similar setup as the Browns do. They don't have a run game they really rely on. It's a lot more pass first, and that's why you end up seeing Stroud. He had what?
If that's your answer. You're right for devaluing the quarterback. I just wanted to see where you fell in on that. That's all.
C.J. Stroud he lost to Carolina and threw for 140 yards. Again, it's like the Jordan.
All right. Well, you know what? Moving on. We're tied. We're tied 1-1.
Moment all the time. Like I said, CJ. 5 weeks ago, we're shitting all over Jordan Love. Now we're crying C.J. Stroud the next fucking Dan Marino. The dude fucking
and Peyton Manning
40 yards against the Carolina Panthers and lost.
Thank you, CJ. Rub it in. Okay, we're tied at 1. We're tied at 1. Next question, Casey. We'll do this real quick. You can either take my question or you can think of your own question for CJ and I. But my question was going to be Belichick to Dallas or Belichick to the Eagles. And I guess one would have to take I was going to do it a little differently than just a yes.
Are we saying the better fit, or are we saying like
better fit? Better fit.
If you were Bill Belichick, right?
You can pose it however you want to, Casey. I'm just throwing the idea out.
If you could do it in his voice if you'd like to, but if you were Bill Belichick, why would you prefer to go to either team? I'll say CJ could be the Eagles because I want Ed to be the Cowboys and Dak Prescott.
Eagles. I think the Cowboys.
That's the reason why. Well, that's why I want Ed to see if he could pitch. He likes Dak Prescott so much, so I want to see if he can convince the other two how great Dak Prescott is.
Okay. Well, here's the reason why.
So whoever went first, so Ed goes first this time.
Go first. Okay, so here's the reason why. Once again, thank you. I want to thank this platform and this forum. Thank you, moderator Casey. Thank you to the judges, Keith and Peyton. CJ, eat a dick. Here's what I want to say. Bill to Dallas, Jerry's world. Bill is the greatest NFL coach of all time. Jerry Jones, in his mind, thinks he's the greatest owner in NFL history. So right there, it's good. Like I said, you don't have to believe the lies. Well, you do have to believe them. That's what makes them not a lie. In Jerry Jones' world, that's why he is who he is. And hiring somebody like Bill, I don't think in the past, I think it would have been too much. People would have said, no, you want to give too much control to this guy. But Bill's at the end of his lifeline. Jerry's at the end of his lifeline. He'll get more Botox, so you won't be able to tell as much. But he's at the end of his lifeline. And I think it's going to be a good match because I think what the Cowboys need is somebody to come in with some aura, I'm not going to fuck this up, somebody that's been there. Bill Belichick has. And plus, what I like about Bill, talk about Dak Prescott, and I'll leave it at this. Bill had no problem taking Drew Bledsoe and sitting his ass down and playing a young Tom Brady. And I'm not saying Bill is a quarterback whisperer or he had any input in picking Tom Brady. I don't really know. Sometimes it fell in his lap. I don't know. But say Bill gets a young quarterback and it just seems to work out. Bill will win. The Cowboys, here's the thing. The Cowboys aren't that bad. It's not really a question of, anything other than the Cowboys have a shitload of talent like the Cleveland Browns. And I think if you just get the right guy in there and it can run a good system, then I think you can win. It's the quickest way. So Bill Belichick to the Cowboys makes the most sense. Thank you.
DJ?
Yeah, sure. This one's tough. I'm sorry.
You could even turn it into, if you want, if you're the Eagles trying to pitch for Belichick to come to you, even if you'd like to add that to it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know. You look at, I think that the Eagles, offensively, if they can bring a mind in to kind of take care of it. I mean, a guy like Jalen Hurts, he put up, near identical numbers to C.J. Stroud last year, and we're all writing him off. About 4,000 yards. 22 touchdowns, 6 picks. Those are almost identical to, C.J. Stroud, who's the next Dan Marino. And we're not even talking about the factor of hurts his legs. Defenses are cyclical. Sometimes you need a mind to really bring a defense under control. I think that's what the Eagles can do. You bring a Belichick. You already got Matt Patricia in charge. Matt Patricia was Belichick's OC last year for some reason. To bring him in to be the DC, yeah, sure, fuck it. Philly's kind of got a little bit of that Patriots. I don't know. I can't do this. Eagles kind of suck. I was looking at the roster.
I appreciate
I can't even believe it.
You're doing so well.
Eagles kind of fucking suck. I think the Eagles are in a bad spot. I was looking at the shit. I can't even argue. I just had that Jalen Hurts like C.J. Stroud joke, and that was all I had.
It worked. I like the joke.
I think he's a fit to Dallas. I think he's a fit to Dallas. I just think it is.
I do. Oh, that one's a given who won that one, but I have a third one that I thought of that between CJ and Peyton.
Oh, I like that. Third party. We're bringing in the third party. America doesn't do it.
This is it just popped up. I got an email from WWE on this one, so it's the WWE themed one. That's why I picked these two. So, Peyton, I want you to, because I know CJ's gonna love this one. I want you to convince us. Me and Ed will be the judge because I don't have what Keith, is in the WWE, so I don't want to make Keith, voice an opinion on this one. But should Jinder Mahal beat Seth Rollins tonight? You are the yes, he should be the new champion, and why he should be the champion. And CJ's the against it, and why Jinder Mahal should not be the champion.
I got it.
Because this seems like a Peyton could pitch a strong argument of why he should be. So I figured
best argument I'll ever have.
That's what I said. the modern day Maharaja. You can go first then, since you already have.
All right, I'm gonna go first. For one, Monday Night Raw. Usually the time slot from 8 o'clock to 11 p.m. We Like Sports Show 5:30 to 6:30. Conveniently enough, both of us are on Monday nights and Monday evenings. But Jinder Mahal is not on the We Like Sports Show. Peyton Vince is. Anyways. Jinder Mahal should win the WWE Championship tonight because you also have another factor out there too, and there's a Monday Night Football game tonight between the Buccaneers and the Eagles that'll have a lot of America's attention on the line tonight. So if Jinder Mahal does become WWE Champion at the end of the show,
the WWE Champion. Oh my fucking god!
You'll have your
Seth Rollins.
I still have time, CJ.
I know, but that would have meant that he beat Roman Reigns.
But you also have a very special contract. It's called Money in the Bank contract, and that's going to be what attracts all the viewers near the end of football that are going to turn over to Monday Night Raw to see Damian Priest cash on Jinder Mahal. So you'll see two champions tonight on Monday Night Raw.
He said cash on.
It's a decent twist at the end there. Didn't expect that one, but go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Why can't Seth Rollins has been feuding with the Judgment Day since feels like forever now. So why can't Seth Rollins just want to get cash? Why do we need Jinder Mahal to win? That's number one. Second of all, there's so much Seth Rollins shit going on between him and Punk, and they've been teasing him with so many other guys. I don't need Jinder as a roadblock between the two. I don't even get why Jinder's a roadblock between why is this happening? Who's asking for this? Are they going on an India tour? I don't know. But he's not even with the other Indian guy. He's not even riding a cool motorcycle like he was a couple years ago. I don't just randomly need Jinder Mahal in my life. I don't need it. I don't know who's asking for it. I don't need it. tease of a cash in, I think, would be enough to get people to watch, because anytime Rollins comes out, there's a tease of cash in. And I just don't get why I would need to cash in on Jinder Mahal. That makes no sense. Now I'm including Jinder Mahal in nonsense that he doesn't need to be included in. So I just think, from a logical standpoint, this makes no fucking sense.
You think there's any chance that Mahal wins this? Do you think it could be I think after this, you open my eyes. I think there could be like an interference into this match where there's not actually a finish to it.
But like, if we're gonna have a finish or a cash in, we've been teasing it for so long. Like, Rollins have been feuding with Judgment Day since like the summer. So like, what do we need to?
Well, you got to, like you said, that you got to get him off so he could feud with Punk.
Yeah, but
so you got to end that somehow.
You don't have to go for the
collusion.
I don't see. I think the thing with the briefcase, I've been saying it. I think that we always look at the briefcase like it's got to be done as soon as. Like, you have a whole year to do it. Just let it drag out. Priest still doesn't look right. He still wouldn't look right with the belt. So there's no need to say that Priest. I would love to see Priest be the first guy that doesn't cash in. Like, it just expires. I think that would be so fucking cool.
That kind of looks like he's an idiot.
Well, like, you leave that up to Money in the Bank, and like, you just.
I just forgot.
Why you just
he could pitch it as I don't need it. I don't need this. You know, I don't know. I
just think, like, if you don't, because usually think about how fast we see the cash in, right? I don't think one's dragged on this long since like Ziggler.
Guys, so, like, I won the lottery, and I said I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna make life on my own. I'm gonna.
Well, I just like what I mean.
I said fuck it. I don't need.
It's not real. We're talking about a work thing. If we can't figure out a way to get the belt off anybody to put it on Priest, like. Because you're not going to put the belt on Punk and then have Priest take it off. That makes sense.
I just think
you're not going to have him beat Reigns.
It's going to be
yeah, well, I'm saying rather than have him just lose the briefcase because that's stupid. Right. I think it would like build up to like a pay-per-view and like you have I don't know when the next Money in the Bank is, but like if you have it building up to like, all right, it expires at the next Money in the Bank, he's got to cash in tonight and like.
But you don't need the belt.
Not in the building tonight.
You don't need the belt for Rollins and Punk though. That's big enough. I think without the belt, you don't need it.
You don't want to put the belt on Priest going into Mania.
Yeah. Why not?
Because what if
they spin?
No, I agree with that, but
they're tag team champions. That's not anybody's butts in the seat.
Casey, do you want me to go first when it comes to judging this particular?
Yeah, go ahead.
The thing is Mahal though, not Priest.
How much time is he getting?
I don't know when it ever ended.
It turned into a good conversation on
He's this. Like, get this shit over with. All right.
Yeah, he doesn't like to do that.
I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to give it to CJ only because, like I said, it's not really Peyton. Not much you can do. That's your position you had to take. I don't, like I said, Jinder Mahal. Come on, let's be real here. But it's Seth freaking Rollins. And
until I'm right.
If you're right, you're right. And then
that's the thing that. Like Peyton did bring he started the conversation of the Money in the Bank, so he brought up a good point with that because that was a good, the way he phrased everything was good too. Surprisingly, that was a good effort. I applaud you. That was
Casey's like Hooked on Phonics is working. Hooked on Phonics is working.
We're mailing them every week.
Yeah, I mean, geez. I think the bar's a little higher, Casey, but okay, whatever.
No, that was a pretty good for. I mean, on the topic itself, CJ won, but I think Peyton had a good argument. Like.
I agree
with what he had. Yeah,
I thought they both did well. Sometimes in life, it just comes down to if you both do well. I'm going to go with what argument I tend to, I don't know.
Oh, he's coming with bias.
Hey, Peyton voted against me. Hey, that's all I can say. We're boys and everything, but
erase the memory before. Erase the memory before these arguments. You can't come with preconceived notions and answers.
Yeah,
on the great debate, Ed.
You know what?
Jesus.
Hey guys, everybody, earmuffs, but to the audience, earmuffs to the audience, but. Sometimes in life, I don't play fair. I'm a diva. I can't help it.
Fucking Eddie Guerrero over here, lie, cheat, and steal. Ed in Columbus. Columbus heat to the Latino heat. Who needs Latino heat when you got the Columbus heat over here?
I have been inviting Eddie Guerrero over to some barbecues. He hasn't RSVP'd. I think it's very, very rude of him.
I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Did you send it to Chris Benoit as well, or is it?
There you go. Family, they've been horrible. I keep sending them. They don't respond either. Horrible. Yes, I'm being Shut up, but you know what? The crippler will get you one way or the other, I guess. Well, that was fun. That was a fun, great debate. Who did you have winning before I get thrown out of here?
Yeah, exactly. Canceled.
I think you should go back to your caucus.
Oh, caucuses. I like the talk of that. Hey now. But I don't really think Casey ever did. He went with CJ, right? I think
he picked me. Yeah, of course.
I think
was
that's
fucking
kind of
debating against Peyton.
I don't know if you declared it 100%, but I think that's how you were rolling with that. So that was a great debate for the week. I want to say congratulations.
They call it a great debate.
I have an idea, Ed. Royal Rumble's coming up in end of January. We got to have a Royal Rumble great debate where the winner advances to the next person. It's like a gauntlet type thing.
Oh my gosh. You guys are coming up with ideas. I love it. If that's how you want to get rolling, we can do that, Casey. But you know what? You got to show up. You got to show up every week.
No promises. You're lucky I came on this week. I didn't watch any football, so I don't want to not come. I don't want to come on and have no idea because I was.
Well, you didn't miss
this
much.
weekend.
Yeah.
I know I didn't. I saw the scores. I was okay with that.
No, that's fine.
Best game this weekend. Can we all agree to Rams versus Lions?
Detroit. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't watch it, but yeah, the score.
Yeah, it's the only one that's fucking close.
Yeah, all game long,
dude. What do you mean?
I don't mind the Rams now that they're not, as powerful as they were back when they won. So
yeah, I agree. And the Lions,
I'm indifferent with them.
Decent threat.
I'm hoping Lions in the city. Houston. I don't mind Houston if they were playing the Browns.
Buffalo, that'd be fun. Sounds like a
I just don't like fucking Buffalo.
Yeah, you said so.
Lions and Chiefs. Any more Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift at the
Chiefs
Super Bowl.
too.
So you liked her when she was rocking or doing her thing?
Yeah.
You should get one of those jackets. One of Peyton's softball jerseys. Where you have the jackets with the last name on there. That's what you should do. One of the softball jerseys.
Rashid Rice.
That's not why. I just
beast, dude.
Don't like Patrick Mahomes.
Hard as can be.
Do you ever feel like when your parents growing up in life? Have you ever been like your parents thought you did something really good and you really didn't do something good and you feel like, kind of like you're not going to tell them because you're not an idiot. Let's be real. But you kind of feel like, I didn't really earn it. But,
why is Ed Jr. in Columbus doing this to you right now?
Peyton, when you came on Peyton and I had you do the YouTube thing because I love your radio voice. Good voice, everybody. Tune in. We like sports. Peyton's got a good voice. You had said something about like doing the ads and things, and you thought that I'd already taken care of business already. Yeah, I had not taken care of business. We had on Jay. It was great. Everybody check it out. Jay from Houston came in, talked about Houston Texans versus
7 o'clock. His show's on too. Top rope.
Top rope. So I did not get into all the advertisements, but I promised to do better this week. But you know what? I did do better this week, guys. I know
you didn't do break-ed news either.
The Browns. Well, we'll get to that. But
spoiler.
Yeah, I did well this week with my bookie as well. So the Browns didn't do good, but I won a few extra dollars this week. So hopefully you guys shared the same success. So because Casey,
I didn't. Ed, shut your fucking mouth. All right?
No, dude, I got
a GoFundMe going right now. I got a GoFundMe.
Casey Baker, if you found $100 bill because you haven't signed your contract yet.
I wish I only lost $100, Ed. So that'd be
on the ground. You wouldn't wait to pass it up. My bookie has the biggest online selection of contests. Shut up, CJ. To find your sports betting needs anytime, anywhere, so you can turn that sports knowledge into cash into your wallet, CJ. If you've been waiting for the right time to get into the action, the time is now. Make your winning move today. That's right. Sign up at MyBookie and use the promo code SPORTS with a Z. With a Z. And claim your deposit. Match redeemable up to $1,000. Again, that's promo code SPORTS with a Z. CJ. To claim your bonus. Experience the thrill of sports betting right from the comfort of your home. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
Remember, gamble responsibly.
Thank you.
Yeah. Should have told me that on fucking Saturday morning.
Woo! God, you guys! The louder I get, the louder you get.
You also draw the black bookie.
Well, we're getting. Hey, it's Dubby time. Let's go. Let's do it. You want an energy drink that you can mix at home that doesn't give you the jitters.
Ed's taking 20 today, apparently.
Ed must have had Monster instead of W, it seems like.
There's a product called W. They have no calories, no sugar, no maltodextrin. I don't know what it is, but that's a good thing they don't have it.
Doesn't give you boners.
And no artificial colors. W has great flavors such as Dragonade, Galaxy Grenade, Peach and Peach, and Smudge. So head on over to W.GG and use the coupon code We Like Sportz to get 10% off your order. And speaking of Snooze You Lose podcast, Uncle Joe, the Black Bookie. Check out his Snooze You Lose.
Oh my God, Ed, they got other flavors too. You haven't even read them all.
Thank you.
They got a Dragonade, a Beach.
Shout out to Uncle Joe, the Black Bookie, and your Snooze You Lose podcast and your pick of the week and all that fun stuff. You want to do that. But also, like I said, we got to plug ourselves because we are awesome. So we've already plugged our YouTube, 500 subscribers, get you a jersey. By the way, shout out. We want to shout out. to the We Like Sports Show PC at Twitter. And also got to check out our website at WeLikeSportsPC.com. Have great articles. It's caucus day. So shout out to Joe America.
Speaking of caucus, did you ever post that picture of Peyton on January 6th or no? I wasn't sure to see it.
126 guys. They're getting close. Yeah, Peyton on the 6th. You told
With
me
the
you
drums.
went to Cancun. You went somewhere else, though.
That never happened.
Gotta happen. You saw that.
There's photo evidence. What do you mean, dude? There's photo evidence.
I saw that.
No,
Let's
that's
read it.
photo
There's
Fake
a tweet about it.
photography. You can't just fake pictures, Peyton. That's not a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really it's
That's all
2024,
alleged,
Peyton. Come on.
Casey. That never happened. You were there too the first time.
You saw Chris Jericho and everything.
Yeah.
Break the walls down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you all stormed the wrong kind of thing.
I'll tell you, speaking of breaking, this is Eddie Columbus with your We Like Sports Break-Ed News.
Oh, yeah.
The Miami Dolphins lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in a game that had the fourth coldest temperature. Asked what was the most disappointing aspect from the loss, Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel said, "My vape pen froze." McDaniel added, "It was horrible not being high, getting your ass kicked, and watching Swifty celebrate
He fucked up.
Shut up. Mike needs to shake it
That's a good
off.
one.
DJ.
That
The
was
Cleveland
good.
Browns lost to the Houston Texans in their wild card matchup 45-14. Browns quarterback Joe Flacco turned into Ravens quarterback Joe Flacco and did what he does best, beat the Browns. And finally, Browns social media has wasted little time turning into a dumpster fire, and with many Cleveland Browns fans fighting with one another, if Cleveland's defense had only fought just as much with the same tenacity as these Browns fans, we would have had a better chance in Houston. Bet. And this is Eddie Columbus with your We Like Sports Break-Ed News. Shut up, CJ.
Sorry.
Fake Ed News. You teased me.
That goes out right there. That little last one goes out to if CJ and I were talking about it. There was some things on Brown's social media today with some infighting and some bets that were alleged that should have happened and didn't happen.
Brown's Twitter is
So shout out to that. So I love the drama. I will say this: no matter what side you're on, Cleveland sports trivia, not trivia, X.
Every Cleveland
Always
sports
fun.
Twitter is crazy. The Guardians have the most annoying Cleveland Twitter.
Yeah.
Those accounts are so fucking annoying.
I mean, all of them, like you said, the Cavs got them too, but like you don't see them yet
Cavs
because
are
of the
bad.
Browns.
I don't feel like I see Cavs as much. I see a lot of Browns. The most I see complaining all the time on Twitter, those Guardians Twitters. Them
You know,
Guardians
whatever.
fan accounts, dude.
New free whatever, but I like where
Yeah.
you're going with this. Let's have a little fun with this.
Whatever.
Just have a little free whatever. What is it about Brown or Cleveland's social media? You know, now air out some grievances or something. You don't have to throw anybody. If you want to throw names,
He's
I don't
always
give a
fucking
fuck.
crying.
What is
Like,
this,
always the
Festivus?
Jay one. He's always crying.
Airing of
That guy's
grievances.
the fucking worst. They just want it's just so unrealistic. They're like, they want to win every first of all, you're not gonna fucking win every game. You're not gonna sign every free agent. You're not gonna nail every pick. The shit is so annoying because all they do is bitch and moan. Like it's victory laps. Like they're a part of it. Like it's just the dumbest shit.
Like straw's the
they just
problem,
complain.
right? Yeah, like fucking straw's the
like
reason why we
Miles
don't win.
Straw-
What is a problem?
Tito's got Miles Straw out there. He's got Andres Jimenez in the lineup. Like who the fuck else you want out there to play second? But just the
Gallagher.
amount of, bitching that goes on Cleveland sports Twitter. It's worse on the Guardians though.
Really?
Every Guardian
Really?
literally fucking
Wow.
cries at everything they do. Why aren't they signing anybody? Well, who do you want them to sign? Somebody. Like, well,
You
who?
got no money.
Somebody.
Can't
They
wait
won't
till
spend
baseball
any money. It's like name somebody.
Why
for them to
CJ's not on
fucking
during
sign.
baseball season?
Yeah.
You better.
He saved these. Here you go.
Yeah, I got a coach in there.
No, you don't. You could do it for you. This is a mobile podcast. You could use your phone, and you could end up going and have all
I'm gonna
special
coach
guests.
third base and arguing about the Guardians.
Yeah,
It's just they're always like fucking complaining about something. It's like they didn't sign Shohei Ohtani. It's like, did you think they were gonna sign Shohei Ohtani?
Well, he deferred all that money. I mean, surely
Yeah,
enough
like,
we could have
You
signed
know,
him.
or you do something. Well, what do you want them to do? Something. Hate it.
So you're saying basically Guardians.
I think baseball Twitter is the worst. out of the
Okay,
Twitter.
that's
I think NBA Twitter is the fucking best. They're hilarious. I just have like random tweets popping. Like that Wolves Brazil page is always popping up on my shit. They're just weird as can be. But NBA Twitter is hilarious.
Keith, what do you got to say about social media? I know you want
CSU
to
basketball.
I know we use
Freaking Noah Reynolds, little.
we use StreamYard. I just want to say we like sports. We use StreamYard, but Keith and Restream, they're having some issues. So Keith, you want to bang on them?
Restream just pissed me off Saturday.
Fair enough.
They pissed me off Saturday. They fucked up my greeting.
Yeah.
They pissed me off.
Yeah, we had a fun time. It didn't stop.
Saturday was a bad day all the way around.
Well, Monday's not too good for me right now either. Down, 14, 17?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Steelers have the ball, though. Steelers have the
24 to 10, yeah.
Yeah, Joey Porter's hitting the locker room, so.
If the Steelers come back and win, Ed will grow a mustache.
I'm trying.
You guys are all going to grow a mustache if that happens somehow.
Maybe I would agree to that if you would have had a mustache, but
yeah, you wouldn't want to join the mustache.
Anybody want to talk about the?
You don't support prostate cancer, Peyton? What the fuck is this, dude? No prostate cancer for you? You don't support that?
November.
Hey,
no
it could be January.
November. It's January.
Jack off January. What's the difference? I don't.
So just don't do it in January. Then got it. Cool.
No, you do a lot in January.
You know what? I'm going to defer because it's Baker's big night, and I thought we had a great show, guys. I'm gonna pat on the back to myself. I thought I was great tonight, but you guys were also great. And I want to give this time. I want to throw it out to whoever wants it because this free whatever kind of makes me have a free whatever when it comes to hosting. And Casey, I want to give you the opportunity because, like I said, it's a Monday. It's a special day. You're with us. You kind of look like Baker. You're in a Baker Bro or 216 jersey with a Tampa hat. Crazy. I would never do that. But it's your time to shine right now. What do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about? Like Cody Rhodes would say. What do you want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? I know Peyton's nervous right now. I appreciate Peyton all your time you're giving us, but I know I think this, guys. I think Peyton's been with us because the Steelers have played a little better. I think he's superstitious and thanks to him.
Yeah, he scored. You're right.
And I think we're bringing him the good karma, the good juju right here. So,
Ed, you give me something. You give me whatever you want me to talk about.
I know what. I want to say this. Fine. Since you want to defer here, Casey, I want your Seinfeld moment or anything you want to give me because I've been watching.
Time Hop 2004 Seinfeld. If Seinfeld was on.
Give me an episode. Give me something, Casey, because I watched the Stevens one the other day.
So we'll go off the Seinfeld. We're gonna go to King of Queens. How about that? Because I've been watching King of Queens a lot lately.
Okay.
Forcing my girlfriend to watch it. We just watched the final episode. It was on TV. But King of Queens, I think, is an underrated show. I think that like people like me and Peyton are on the same age. Me and CJ are on the same age. CJ, you've seen it.
I've seen every episode of King of Queens.
Like, so you think of Kevin James, you think of fucking Paul Blart, you think of Adam Sandler's little just guy in every movie like Rob Schneider, David Spade, all those dudes. I think Kevin James and King of Queens is up there. I think I rather watch King of Queens over Seinfeld. You want to bring Seinfeld into it?
I like Seinfeld. I don't know.
Seinfeld at the end got bad to me. I think King of Queens, like
I don't know.
Arthur.
I like Arthur Spooner more than I don't know if I like him more than Frank Costanza though.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll tell you what though.
Same goddamn guy too. Yeah.
His wife is hot. I mean, she's hot. So
there you go. The boner pills are kicking in forever.
Dubby.
Dubby. But I'm saying King of Queens. If you haven't watched King of Queens, you got to watch King of Queens. I think that's an underrated show. If that's on TV, I can put that on, no problem. I watch Everybody Loves Raymond too. Occasionally comes on.
No, those are not funny. Everybody Loves Raymond. Not
you don't think Everybody Loves Raymond is funny, dude?
That show is not.
So like 4 seasons. Everybody Loves Raymond are great.
That show is not.
I know
funny.
Peyton loves Friends. So how about this? Give me a top 5. If you had to rank these, then Seinfeld, King of Queens, Raymond, Friends, and how about The Office?
Bernie Mac
one.
Okay.
Bernie Mac show. Bernie Mac show. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
So do I. Yeah.
Okay. I'll make it easy for you. Everybody Loves Raymond. No, he's 5. He's actually 6 in my book. He's 6. Okay, so that's out. That's done.
But there's crossovers with him and fucking Kevin James. That's why that was
Ray Romano.
It's like a random,
Never funny.
It's the same universe.
I found. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same universe. Exactly.
There's an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond that is probably like one of my favorite TV episodes in the history of. Like,
I'll have to watch
it. They go to a Hofstra football game. Brad Garrett and the dad.
Okay.
And the dude kicks like a 68-yard field goal. And the dad catches it, and he's like holding the ball for ransom. And he's on like a radio show calling in, and they're pretty much going like a big piece of shit and all this. You just got this line. It's just the way he delivers it makes me laugh. He's like, well, what about Ron Fernandez? He just goes, who the hell is Ron Fernandez? Like the guy that kicked the ball. He just fires back. He's like, well, his money's as good as anybody. He wants $10,000 for the ball.
Well, there you go.
I'm telling you though, like you got to think of the characters, like he said, like Frank Costanza's good in Seinfeld, but the Ray's dad in
Ray's dad
like,
and Brad Garrett.
I just think Seinfeld has more.
I
I think Seinfeld to me, it's just so funny. Seinfeld's number one without.
So Peyton, did you hear the question I asked?
I heard top 5, and then my microphone crackled.
So you can go first, Peyton. Top 5. If you had to rank these, Bernie
Friends.
Mac show is Friends, Bernie Mac show, King of Queens, Seinfeld, and
Everybody Loves Raymond.
Everyone Loves Raymond. What are your top 5?
Everybody Loves Raymond's 5.
Ooh, there you go. Hey.
Bernie Mac 4. Number 1 is Friends.
I knew that. That's why I said
Number
Friends.
2 was King of Queens. And what would be the third one then?
Seinfeld. All right. Yeah. I'm curious, Keith. What about you? Have you seen all these? I'm curious if you've seen all these. I don't know if you know what we're talking about, but
I've seen Bernie Mac, Friends, Seinfeld. Seen Friends. I've seen Seinfeld.
You got to look into King of Queens, man. If you're scrolling through TV and it's on, if you got a half hour it's on TV, just put it on for a half hour.
Keith and I, we're like Rock back in the day. On
back in 2004, I was an entirely different mode. I was into the streets, and I was
watching like sitcoms, guys.
I wasn't watching none of this stuff. I was out. I was in the streets back then. So
you and Bernie Mac, you.
Right. I was out in the streets, So
Bernie Mac's the number one.
Because half the stuff I watch now, I didn't know came on back then.
Oh damn!
I'm for real.
I want to interview 2004 Keith then.
2004 time hop next week.
2004 Keith was a whole different dude.
Casey, you free next week?
It was Monday.
Who's got the DeLorean? We got to go 88 miles per hour.
You'd have been like, "Who is that dude? That's the same." No. 2004 was a whole different. I was a whole different
CSU
dude.
Basketball, though, that never changes.
Absolutely. You know what? I was going to a lot of the games too back then.
There you go. I told you.
I was taking my son. Matter of fact, I was going in between Cleveland State, and that's when LeBron first got here, and I had to hook up on the tickets to go to Cavs games back then. So
come on.
I was doing both. Matter of fact, 2004. When did LeBron graduate? In 3?
Yes, because then he got drafted later.
On 3,
he got drafted in 03.
Yeah, 2003.
Yeah, so he graduated in that April or May or whatever.
I remember taking my son to the McDonald's game. Like I said, I wasn't watching TV. I was out in the streets.
Yeah, Keith in the streets, bro. It's all good. I love it.
I was out in the streets.
Keith in the streets and out in the sheets. That's right.
Hey, I'll get, like I said, CJ, you want to give your top 5? Because I'll go my top 5 real quick.
Probably
Friends is easily 5 for me.
Friends is 1 for me. I love Friends.
Ooh.
Friends
That's why
is 1 for
CJ
me.
and I
Seinfeld's 2. Everybody Loves Raymond's 3. The Bernie Mac show's 4. King Queens is 5.
Man.
Oh, I love them all though. Yeah, look at the first ad that popped up when I opened Instagram.
Dummy, there you go.
Dummy. See? Well, I'll make it easy. Everybody Loves Raymond 5, Seinfeld 1, and then obviously 4, 3, 2. Give me King of Queens 2, Bernie Mac 3. I
love all them shit.
I'll be honest with you, though. Lately, I kind of love Friends. Kind of love Friends. I'll be there for you. I kind of like Friends.
Now I could give you my top 5 clubs. I used to go out to.
The Crazy Horse, the Platinum Horse.
Actually,
top 5 clubs back in when he was banging. Back when he was
2004, Millennium, Spy Bar. Spy Bar was the shit because that was when all the football players, baseball players, CC Sabathia was out kicking it like that back then. Yeah. Spy Bar, you had The Wish. Let's see, you had Top of the Flats.
What's that strip club downtown?
I didn't go to those strip clubs.
What the fuck?
You talking about Crazy Horse?
Christie's Cabaret or something?
Yeah, Christie's. I probably went for one of my boys' bachelor parties, but I wasn't really in the strippers and stuff like that. I used to do that
on the TV in the strip club. Come on, dude. You're telling me.
Nah, I used to check out now the strip. Now check out the strip club thing was me, but I was like 18, 19. So it's like that was played out. I was in the hollering at grown women and everything back then. So
What, at Harvard, isn't there Bugaboos or something? There's a strip club on Harvard that's horrible.
You talking about
That's what it is.
No, actually it was Limrocks that was on Miles back then. Yeah,
in Slavic Village there was a few strip clubs I know.
I know MGK was on Miles because in one of his songs he talks about I'm on Miles.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I met MGK before he blew up at the Ohio Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah. At the strip club?
Nah, Ohio Hip Hop Awards. They had it at the Galleria. They had it at the Galleria. They had it at the Galleria back then. Yeah, met MGK.
Nice. We got stars that meet stars on a.
You know, it's another good show. My Name is Earl. I like My Name is Earl.
Never seen it.
She's hot. That one blonde.
Man, he's fucking the dead dog is kicking in hard for Ed. Jesus Christ.
All
he cares about
next week, guys. Next week.
I know why he likes Friends. Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox over here. He's fucking.
And next week, I'll get you covered. I'll make sure to send an email out, but I'll make sure, even if you guys are watching at home and you're a representative for Blue Chew, Ed needs a sample. I'm going to end up sending an email. We're going to have a Blue Chew Ed next week because Ed needs some help.
Boner relief. What do you mean?
Maybe he's making it for us. Maybe we'll have our own Blue Chew. Maybe it'll be black and yellow.
I'm in the like LeBron says he's in the lab. I'm in the lab for something else, fellas.
Yeah, no, I gotta go soon. There's some football for me to still watch, unlike all y'all.
Well, we'll end the show. We'll end the show.
Yes.
I want to voice my opinion on this since I brought the question up. Friends is easily number 5, not even close for me. I would say number 4 would be Raymond. 3 is Seinfeld. 2 is Bernie Mac, and Queen's number 1. No one had the same list. Look at that. What are the odds?
Top 5 list.
It's an odd list. It's odd.
That's right. We like everything. After sports here, we like everything.
We like TV shows too.
Ed likes women. We know that. That is clear. So
I'm just saying. What is her name?
DJ loves
Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner in Columbus over here.
That's not true. Look, you guys appreciate the shows with the better looking people or the not so better looking people.
Or just pop a Blue Chew. It doesn't matter how they look.
Well, if we get sponsored, hey, one popping whatever here.
Good thing Ed's got Manscaped as a sponsor.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
See, now I got to watch the game, or else we got to go for another half hour.
Jamie Priestley's her name, and you can't tell me she's not hot or was hot. You know, we're getting so old now that back in the day when she was banging, you know, my name is Earl was what popular long time ago.
Well, how about Three's Company? That's in your time frame.
Yeah. Oh, hey, a little Suzanne Summers, a little
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers. Knock on my door. Come and knock on my door.
Until
you and
24-17.
Right. Yeah.
Look, if you're trying to make me out to be the quagmire of the crew, hey, I just want to say this: giggity.
You did it yourself. You painted that picture yourself, man. You don't got to even help you with that one.
You have no problem pointing that out to the audience, Casey. I appreciate your efforts in trying to characterize me. Rudolph leads the Steelers to a 24-17 deficit.
Football game now.
We'll see what happens. Until next week, maybe I'm wearing black and gold again.
Okay.
Before we sign off, we'll go around the horn. But Peyton, say your goodbyes because I know you got a game, and I think it's appropriate that we send you off first here.
Yeah, it's 24-17 right now. I'm kind of speechless. Fourth quarter comeback.
I saw the camera move with
Rudolph.
You think there's some activity going on? Is that what you think, Casey?
There's not.
I don't know, man. That was a throw by fucking Mason Rudolph to Calvin Austin, the 18th. That was pretty impressive. I don't know.
Well,
yeah, that's how many inches tall he is, too, is 18.
The fucking Bills better not choke this away.
But anyways, follow us at We Like Sportz PC, at Peyton Vince. They'll
doing
plug
a
all their
Burger King
Twitters.
commercial. You
I
ever
got a
have one of those
hashtag here we go to
wraps?
get to.
Terrible.
Anyways, here we
Right.
go. Go Pittsburgh.
Peyton,
Sorry
we're
about
gonna
your
stay
Browns
live,
season.
and we're just gonna do a watch.
Peace out, Peyton. Thanks for joining us.
This is gonna become
Love
a
you
watch
guys.
along for us.
Love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna stay live.
All right. Well, here's what we're doing because, yeah, like I said, it's I wanted him just like the captain of the ship, even though some could argue
Lewis Linden, CJ.
that Casey's the captain because he looks like a Mayfield. What do you guys want to talk about? Like I said, I'm pretty much free, so whenever you guys want to end this shit, it's all good to me. To be honest,
You want to watch this turn this into a
Yeah.
shitty watch along?
Fair enough. We'll just like I said, if anybody has to go,
Like
feel
my
free
girlfriend can give a
go.
watch along of Hogwarts Legacy if you want. She's playing
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy.
But we hit on everything major tonight. I fucked up Break-Ed News. Thanks for pointing that out, CJ.
You're
We got
perfect on that on the year. I was dying for you to fuck that up.
Yeah, and I did. Thank you. So, Keith, is there anything you want to talk about? I know Cleveland Buckeyes today lost to Michigan, 73.
Fucking
Yeah.
whatchamacallit lit them up from Milwaukee. Dropped like 32 on them. Cleveland State.
I know who you're talking about. Cleveland State had a rough weekend. They lost to Green Bay too yesterday. So,
They lost
they
Milwaukee yesterday, Green Bay the day before that.
they're Jekyll and Hyde. At home, they're one team, and on the road,
Well, like the Browns defense, it sounds like
Yeah.
to me.
on the road, it's a whole different story. But anyway, be sure to check out the Locked On Sports 216 NFL Power Rankings this week. Last team standing. There'll only be 8, and I'm quite sure Cleveland and Dallas is not of those 8. They're done.
That's okay.
Possibly Pittsburgh.
Casey, do you have anything? What we'll do is if you guys want to stand,
Keep
that's fine,
getting
but-
W ads now.
Yeah,
Holy
wow.
shit.
We'll
My
sign off
Facebook
because I don't know if
is,
anybody else, but then if you guys want to stand, that's fine. But CJ, do you have anything last for the audience out here today?
Oh God, no. I don't know. Something happened. I forgot. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Bucks
Casey,
kind of suck.
I
I'll say
told
that.
you, mine
What
was
a
just the
shitty
money I
playoff.
lost.
okay,
That's it.
fair enough.
I
I want to thank everybody out there on this MLK Day because obviously I do believe in the teachings of Dr. King. Obviously, it's the content of the character, not the color of the skin. And if you don't believe that, you're an idiot. And if you want to fight about anything else, well, that's what makes America great. We're allowed to fight about anything else. But I think that one thing you can't fight about because then you're just weird. So I want to say that. So thanks, Dr. King. MLK Day, great day today.
Hopefully it scores a touchdown. This game's over.
Thank you for interrupting that. Thank you. Also,
There's a live watch along, you said.
yeah. Well, I was going to do that, but I
Twitter
want to.
Spaces. Twitter Spaces. Here we come.
I want to have the
Twitter
pre-
Spaces.
The post game is for the after party. That's a pay-per-view. So I want to thank everybody out there in the We Like Sports Station. We will be back next week. I believe, maybe Tuesday, but we'll let you know. So
wait, Ed, before you go, I got
Tuesday. You ain't catching Casey.
Right. Stuff's real. A lot of things are real. The only thing that's not real, Pro Football Focus grades. Those are fake.
Thank you. Awesome. Well, with that, peace out. Everybody have a great night and a great week, and we will talk to you soon.